Module 2, Interpersonal Communication. Session 1, Listening and Speaking Effectively. Nandito na tayo ngayon sa Activity 3, page 13. Okay. Ano ang objectives natin? Identify effective listening skills and strategies. Malaman natin kung ano ang epektibong pakikinig at mga skills and strategies sa pakikinig. Apply and demonstrate effective listening skills. Ma-apply natin, magawa natin kung papaano ang effective listening skills. Okay. Basahin muna natin. Read the story about a workplace situation described below. Invite 2 of your family members, friend or home companions to do a role play. Assign them to take the roles of the characters and mentioned in the scenario. So, titignan natin dito, pwede natin silang atasan o utusan na gawin ang role play o pagsasadula ng mga scenarios dito. So, titignan natin. Kumbaga, tatapusin natin ang kwento kasi nagbigay lang siya ng scenario. So, magdadrama kayo, Gagawa kayo ng role-playing. Kailangan parang merong lights, camera, action. Okay? Itutuloy nyo yung kwento. So, ito yung scenario. Omar is a front desk worker at Lantaka Hotel. Front desk siya, yung sumasagot ng tawag, nag-entertain ng mga guests sa hotel, si Omar. Okay. He is responsible for checking guests in, answering the phone, responding to the needs of the hotel guests. Yan yung trabaho niya, Chine-check yung guest, sumasagot ng telepono, at nagre-respond kung ano yung kailangan ng hotel guest. He and his sister, Siti, have been having some misunderstanding lately, so he has been distracted at work. Itong kapatid niyang si Siti, itong sister niya, meron silang pag-aaway, hindi pagkakaunawaan. Kaya, distracted siya sa work. Hindi siya makapag-focus sa trabaho. Kasi nga, nag-aaway nga sila. So, an angry guest from room 202 comes to the desk to complain about dirty sheets. So, merong lumapit sa kanya sa desk, nagko-complain, madumi daw yung kumot o kaya punda ng kanyang kama. So, while the guest was complaining, Omar's mobile phone ring habang reklamo yung guest ng hotel, nagring yung phone ni Omar. Tapos, it was his sister, yung kapatid niya tumawag. He asked the guest to wait for a minute, but he ends up getting into a heated discussion with Siti. Sinabi niya sa guest, sandali lang po sasagutin ko lang po itong tawag. Nung nag-uusap na sila ni Siti, yung kapatid niya, nag-aaway na sila sa telepono. The guest becomes annoyed and says she's going to go out and expect clean sheets by the time she returns in the hotel room. Siyempre, nainis na yung guest ng hotel. So sabi niya, alis muna ako Pagbalik ko dyan, dapat malinis na yung room ko sa hotel na ito. Si Omar naman, nods his head. Tumango naman siya. Ibig sabihin, oo, sumasang-ayon siya. At sinabi niya, no problem, it will be taken care of. Yan yung sinabi ni Omar. Nag-aaway sila ng kapatid niya. Nainis yung hotel guest, kaya umalis na lang siya. At sinabing, kailangan malinis na pagbalik ko So he continues with his phone conversation and he is quite upset when he gets off. Nung tuloy-tuloy siya nakipag-usap sa kapatid niya at talagang galit na galit siya. So things start to get busy at the hotel. The hotel phone keeps ringing and a busload of guests arrives to check in. So, busy-busy sa hotel. Yung phone palagi nagre-ring kaya sinasagot niya. Tapos ang dami-daming hotel guest na nag-check-in. So, talagang nalilito na siguro siya. The guest from room 202 returns. Ayan na, bumalik na yung nagre-reklamo. Gets her key and within minutes, she went down in the lobby shouting that her dirty sheets have not been replaced. Ayun, nagreklamo na ulit siya at sumisigaw. Bakit daw hindi pa napalitan yung punda o yung kumot niya na madumi? So, gagawa kayo ng drama. I-dramatize nyo to. Roleplay kayo. Gagawin nyo to. Gumawa kayo ng sarili nyong script. Okay? O, pagkatapos nyo yan gawin, dito na tayo. Read the following questions and write your answers below based on your understanding of the scenario. Kung ano yung pagkakaintindi nyo sa ginawa nyo ditong roleplay. Sasagutin natin to. What is the scenario all about? Okay. Ito example lang, huwag yung gagayahin. Nag-complain ang hotel guest kasi hindi nagawa yung request niya. Sinimplihan ko lang yung sagot pero kayang-kaya yung gumawa ng sarili yung sagot. Can you identify any misunderstanding? Meron bang hindi pagkakaunawaan doon? Sinagot ko lang simpleng-simple pero hindi pa ito yung buong sagot. Communication, yun yung problema nila, yung pakikipag-usap. Why did this situation happen? Bakit daw nangyari ito? Ito sample answer ulit. Kasi hindi nakapag-focus sa trabaho si Omar. Nakipag-away kasi sa kapatid niya. Gawa pa kayo ng sarili yung sagot. Has a similar situation happened to you? Parang may nangyari bang katulad nito sa buhay mo? Have you ever not listened to someone who was speaking to you? Nangyari na ba na hindi ka nakikinig sa kausap mo? Have you experienced speaking the other person was not listening to you? Naranasan mo na bang nagsasalita ka pero hindi naman nakikinig yung kausap mo? Ano ang nangyari? What happened? Sample answer lang po ito, wag gagayahin. Oo, hindi ko pinakinggan ang nanay ko ng mabuti. Kasi may kachat ako, kaya napagalitan ako. Simpleng sagot lang. Gawa kayo ng sarili yung sagot. Okay. So, meron pang isang tanong pala. If you were one of the characters, what will you do to avoid the situation? Kung ikaw daw ang isa sa mga nandun sa roleplay, makinig ng maayos. Yan, simpleng sagot lang ginawa ko. Kailangan makinig ng maayos si Omar sa pinapagawa ng hotel guest. Okay. 2.1 activity. Effective listening observation checklist. Check lang natin. Ito mga chinek ko dito ay sample lang. Mag-check kayo ng sarili nyong sagot. Okay, identify effective listening skills and strategies. Read the statements in the table below one at a time. So, basahin ito. Okay. Check yes if you use or practice the standard in your real life situation. Kung ginagawa mo, yes. No naman kung hindi mo siya ginagawa sa totoong buhay. Okay, ito yung mga standards ng listening, effective listening. Okay. Do you use appropriate body language to show you are listening? Ginagamit mo ba ang tamang body language para mapakita mo na ikaw talaga ay nakikinig? Halimbawa, nakatitig ka habang nagsasalita nakatingin ka habang nagsasalita, nakaupo ka na maayos, o kaya nagnanad ka ng head, tumatango ka. Yes kung ginagawa mo. No kung hindi. Do you listen to the speaker without interrupting? Nakikinig ka ba na hindi ka sumasabat? Yes or no? Do you repeat what the speaker has said to make sure you have understood correctly? Inuulit mo ba yung sinasabi ng kausap mo para malaman niyang naintindihan mo talaga yung sinasabi niya? Okay, yes or no? Do you ask questions for clarification? Questions for clarification when you do not understand something? Nagtatanong ka ba na para malinawan ka kung meron ka hindi naintindihan? Yes or no? Do you avoid being distracted by noises, mobile phones, or by what other people are doing? Iniiwasan mo ba ang mga distractions o yung mga estorbo katulad ng mga maiingay, mga mobile phone o kaya ibang nakaka-distract pa? Iniiwasan mo ba ito habang nakikinig? Do you avoid being distracted by mannerisms, speaking style, clothing of the person speaking? Iniiwasan mo bang hindi malito o madistract ka sa minsan kasi may mga tao meron silang galaw sa katawan, mannerism, no? O kaya speaking style, baka medyo Kapampangan siya, Ilocano siya, Bisaya siya. Nadidistract ka ba? Nalilito ka ba? Are you aware of your own attitude? And do you avoid being judgmental? Alam mo ba ang pag-uugali mo sa kapag may kausap ka? Hindi ka ba nagiging judgmental o hindi mo ba ginajudge yung kausap mo? Yes or no lang po. So count your yes and no answers. If you have more yes, then most likely you are practicing good listening skills. Katulad dito sa example na to, mas marami ang no ko. Ibig sabihin, meron pa akong kailangang improve sa listening skills ko. Okay, let's apply. Okay. Ask your family members, home companions, or friends do a role play with you. Isang role play pa, no? Magdadrama pa kayo dito. You can choose from 2 role play scenarios described below. Mamili kayo ng isa dito. Papaliwanag ko. You may change the name of the characters to your real names or other names. Pwede niyong palitan ang pangalan dito. Pwede niyong gamitin yung mismong mga pangalan ninyo. Your conversation or dialogues in the role play must be according to the standards found in the effective listening observation checklist. So, tignan natin, dapat nandito yung kung papaano kayo makinig, effective listening, makabase dito sa pinag-aralan natin. Okay? Excuse. Okay, dito na tayo. Role play scenario number 1. At the store, sa isang tindahan. A young man named Jose works in a store selling items such as toothpaste, candles, pens, salt, sugar, and bread. So, tindero si Jose sa isang tindahan na nagtitinda ng toothpaste, kandila, pen, salt, sugar, bread, tinapay. Yan yung mga tinitinda. No? He finds his boss, si Maria, boss niya, annoying and he tends not to listen to her at all the time. Naiinis siya sa kanyang boss na si Maria. Kaya hindi siya nakikinig pag nagsasalita ito. One day, they had 2 types of bread to sell. May 2 klaseng tinapay na dapat ibenta. Maria made it clear that the higher quality loaves should go for 50 pesos. Dapat yung mas magandang tinapay, 50 ang benta. The other ones for 30 pesos. 30 lang ang benta nung isa. So all morning, many customers came in to buy bread. Jose sold all loaves for the same price, 30 pesos. So lahat binenta niya, 30 pesos lang. Hindi na niya pinakinggan kasi si Maria dahil naiinis nga siya. So puro 30 pesos. Yung mga 50 pesos, binenta din niya ng 30 pesos. When Maria returned, she realized that Jose sold the good quality bread for only 30 pesos. Binenta niya yung tigsi 50 ng 30. She got angry and said she would make Jose pay for the difference. Sabi niya, bayaran ni Jose lahat ng lugi doon sa 50 pesos na binenta niyang 30 pesos. So, pwede kang gumawa ng role play. Roleplay, ibig sabihin magdadrama kayo dito. Okay? Ng kasamahan mo, ng kaibigan mo, o kapamilya mo. Ito pa yung isang pagpipilian. Roleplay scenario number 2. At the construction site. Sa construction site naman. Okay. Patrick is new in his job at Candice Construction. His job is to mix cement for a wall that they are building. Bago lang si Patrick, construction worker siya, no? Baguhan. Ang ginagawa niya, nagmi-mix siya ng semento para sa wall ng building na ginagawa nila. His supervisor had told him for every bag of cement, he should mix 5 bags of sand. Isang semento, 5 bags ng sand, ng buhangin. Distracted by all the noise around him, he couldn't remember the number of bags of sand to add to the cement. Siyempre maingay, hindi niya matandaan kung ilang bags ng buhangin ang isang semento. So he feared that he would lose his job if he asked the supervisor again. So he did what he thought was right. Nahihiya siya, baka pag tinanong niya yung supervisor niya ulit, mawalan siya ng trabaho. Kaya ginawa niya sa palagay niyang tama, 10 bags ng sand sa isang semento. So after the wall had been up a few days, the wall crumbled. Bumagsak yung wall na ginagawa dahil sa ginawa niya, 10 bags. So mamili kayo sa dalawang ito, gawin ninyo ito, i-dramatize ninyo ito. Okay, pagkatapos niyan, think about it. Once the role play is over, encourage the role players, family members, home companion or friend to express your respective opinions about the story you just role-played together. You may wish to start discussion with them on later time, either face-to-face via text. Pag-usapan nyo ngayon, yung ginawa nyong roleplay tungkol sa effective listening. Nakinig ba silang maigi? Ano naging problema? Ano ang dapat gawin para maiwasan ang problema? Okay, usap kayo dito sa family members. Okay, the following guide questions may help you in your discussion. Ito yung pag-uusapan niyo. Number 1, what did it feel to be like in a conversation when you failed to understand something the other person is trying to say? Ano daw ang pakiramdam na nagkamali ka dahil hindi mo naintindihan yung sinasabi ng boss mo? Kung sa trabaho, kung nanay mo, kung sa bahay man yan, kung kaibigan mo. What did you observe about your body language while talking to each other? Nung nagro-roleplay kayo, ano ang na-observe mo? Gumamit ba kayo ng body languages? O kaya, yung galaw ng katawan. What conclusions can we make about how to be an effective listener? Ano daw ang ating magiging idea para maging effective listener daw tayo? Halimbawa, good communication requires people to be respectful and to be good listeners. They ask questions to clarify what has been said. Ang good communication daw, mabuting pakikipagtalastasan, ay kailangan respectful ka at good listener ka. Nagtatanong kapag hindi naiintindihan. What other tips can you offer for us to become good listeners? Ano ang mga dapat gawin para maging good listener? So, base yan dito sa ginawa natin, at base dito sa pinag-aralan natin. Okay, pagkatapos niyan, sharing is caring. Go back to the exercise you have done on effective listening observation checklist. So, balik kayo dito. Yan. Anong gagawin natin dyan? So, and share your output to your family and friends. You have reflected on this now. So now, it is time to tell others the listening standards you're practicing. So, ulitin mo to. Pwede mo silang tanungin din dito, yung mga kaibigan mo, kasi nagawa mo na. Siguro mag-iiba na yung sagot mo niyan. Or depende kung pareho pa rin yung sagot mo. Sharing time kayo dito. Tanungin mo rin sila. Pwede mong tanungin yung kaibigan, nanay, tatay, katrabaho. Okay? So, dito na tayo. Read the standard statement in the checklist. You answer yes. Then, ask their affirmation or feedback. So, halimbawa, sinagot mo yes. Tanungin mo sila, totoo bang ganito ako makinig? Totoo bang ganito ako pagka nakikinig ako? Okay. So, number 2. Read the standard statement in the checklist where when you answered no. Share your thoughts on how can you do it differently or improve it. So, halimbawa, may no ka dito. Tanungin mo sila, paano ko ba ma-improve ang aking sarili pagdating sa effective listening? Okay? At mag-thank you kayo sa kanila. So, dyan nagtatapos ang ating activity 3.